and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy 24th of June, everybody. I'm pretty sure I've got the right day. I'm not doing too well with days at the moment. I have noticed in the comments I'm either saying it's July or I'm saying it's the wrong day. But here is another one where I am filming it on the day after work and hoping that I can get it uploaded in time. But today we are working on the Space Edition 2 from Paint Gem, and this one is First Moon Footprint. So we have quite a bit of grey today. We're having a grey kind of day. It is a little bit cloudy where I am. The rain is settling in for the next week or so. It's supposed to at least rain at some point during the day for the next week or so. Hopefully it's not too much and it's just showers, but we will see. So I'm going to start with the symbol in the bottom left hand corner, which is the letter P. I've tipped quite a few diamonds. Oh, I managed to pick up two. I don't know if they're stuck together or not, but they were very close together. So we'll go with it. I'm working with the pink zesty tray, which will be back very, very soon. I am currently on a print-a-thon with them, trying to get as many done as possible while the purple finishes off. And then the pink will be back. It will be back in stock, which I'm rather pleased about because I do love working with the pink tray. I'm also working with one of our silver pens, which I have popped a metal tip into. Yeah, I think that's all the updates of the stuff I am using today. So comments wise, I have gone through and read and reacted to a few comments that are either anniversary or birthday wishes, which I appreciate greatly. However, I don't think they need reading out to everybody every whip and chat. There might be the odd one that's tied in with another comment, but the ones that are just giving birthday or anniversary wishes, I have just given a heart reaction to those. I've also reacted or commented, one or the other, to any comments that are just about liking the whip and chat or thanking for the whip and chat for that day. I'm trying to see if I can get through some more of the comments and keep the topic, keep the topics as discussions and waffles and all the rest of it, because currently I am filming this on the day. However, the comments are from 7 days ago. So there's quite a few comments to go through. So if you wonder why yours hasn't been read out, it has been read. Believe me, every single one is read. But yeah, just trying to keep the topics going and the conversation flowing without the same thing. Yeah. So Tana says a while back they ordered some excellent toys for their friend's dog from Amazon. It was shaped like a cactus with a little smile, and then when they chewed through that, there was a cactus with a sad face underneath, and if they get through that, then there was a hard rubber ball shaped like an American football. They don't think it has a squeaker in it, but they could be wrong. And they said not only was it adorable, but it held up quite well to rough chewers. Now, I did like the idea of this. I did go and have a quick search on Amazon UK. I actually couldn't find it though. So if you do have any more details on what this chew toy is that won't greatly affect a dog chewing it to the point it can chew through layers, then do let me know. It might only be something that's available in America or another country, but I had a quick Google on, had a quick Amazon search on Amazon UK for cactus dog toys, but I couldn't see it searching for that. But that definitely sounds like fun. Colleen, she says, hey, why aren't you using your light pad? So I don't use my light pad on Whip and Chats because the lights I have for filming are plenty for me to be able to see the painting. And if I actually turn on the light pad, due to the fact that all around the outside doesn't have a canvas over it, it can actually blind me. It can actually make it rather hard for me to see. I tend to use my light pad only in the evening when it's dark. So at the moment I'm not using it at all, even when I'm diamond painting in the evening, because the sun's not going down until about 10 at night. Even sometimes, you know, it gets a bit darker sooner, but seeing as I currently like to go to bed at about 9:30, it's not been it's not been a problem. So yeah, that's why I don't use it. It just conflicts with the lights and stuff. Sarah Jane, she says, does sealing ABs take the shine off, please? I actually don't know. I don't think it does. I've sealed quite a few off the canvas items, but I'm not sure if any of those had AB coated diamonds in them or whether it was just rhinestones. My sealer doesn't take any of the shine off rhinestones, so I wouldn't expect it to take it off ABs, but I can't promise you because I've not tried that one. Sarah Jane also says that she thinks the white stuff that you can sometimes get on some of the diamonds is cutting dust off their machines. Very much sounds like it could be. It definitely sounds a valid reason as to why it could have sort of white stuff all over the diamonds. It'd be quite interesting to actually see. Maybe I should see if there's a video available of the process of making diamonds. Be quite interesting. A bit of a, how do they make that? How is that made? I just love that show. Maria, she says, yay me. She says she's just made an order for the Zesty Beige tray. She says she can't wait to use it. She says, and she hopes the hobby will be better and I'll enjoy my weekend. Thank you ever so much. Yes, the last Zesty tray actually sold this morning, I think it was. So the beige Zesty trays have now gone, but there will be some new colours for July. So stay tuned. In July there will be more coming. The printers are constantly going, though they did get shut off early the past couple of days. And when I say early, they just didn't go into the evening. But that was mainly due to the heat. It's pretty warm with those on. Mischievous, I like your username. She said she received her houseplants kits today. She said they now come already pre-cut. I do like the new packaging that they come in, I must say. I'm very keen to get some in the new packaging. I think it looks really nice. She said she can't wait to start them. She wants to hang them up in the bathroom. That's an ideal place as well. I think the houseplants ones can be hung in so many places. Apologies if you can hear Luna. She's currently probably barking at my husband saying I want to play. This is her awake playtime before she has her dinner, and then tends to settle down a little bit more. So she'll be telling him she wants to play. Yeah, he seems to get barked at more than anybody in the house when it's playtime. Sarah Jane, she also says, she said it is 31 degrees C where she is in Northamptonshire. Her partner's workplace at the MOT Bay is currently 36 degrees Celsius. So hot, yes. To us Brits, that is, we normally pay for that kind of weather. And we're normally somewhere that can air condition a lot more places and allow it to be a lot more bearable. It has definitely been hot the last few days. It's still quite warm, even today, where it's more overcast and we've had drizzle and stuff. But the air has cleared a bit and it's fresher. I much prefer it when it's fresher. It's a lot nicer to be around. So yeah, I enjoy spring more than I enjoy summer. Normally because any warm weather is accompanied by a breeze, which is definitely my preference. But having said that, I do prefer it over winter. So I'll take the warm over the cold. Sorry, I do have a drink here after finishing work as well. So let me just have a little bit of that. I don't think this one actually has many colours. It just has lots of a few different colours. Jackie says it's 32 degrees C in Essex. But a friend in Scotland has only got 15. Yes, the Scots do get the bad weather. A lot more than we do. Sarah Jane also said that Luna set off her 3 and they ran to the door to find her. Well, sorry, they may well have ran to the door again today. Sorry, you're just hearing me slurping. Kitting Up Kitten says it is 30 degrees for her today in Cambs. Is that Cambridgeshire? She said catching up on all of your waffles. She says mainly the last 2 days as she's currently off work poorly. Oh, I hope you're feeling better soon. She said she just wanted to say thank you for all that I do. She has finally started her Heaven and Earth design project and she's loving listening while working on her own work at whips. She's not doing anything in particular, she said. She's just working through them. Well, as long as you're having fun doing it, then that is the main thing. Yeah, I do need to get some more of my Heaven and Earth design done, that's for sure. July. We'll try and make more of a dint in it in July. I enjoy the process of the Heaven and Earth design. I think I possibly just went too big. But hey ho. Jackie thinks my new ring looks lovely. Thank you. And the cat lady said she had 31 degrees in South Yorkshire, but she did have a breeze with it today. Oh, I'm jealous. I like the breeze. She said yesterday it was 30 degrees, but they had no breeze. She said her week has been busy, and today was busy this morning as she had to apply for a job. And tonight it finishes with a trip to the theatre to see Sandy Toksvig. She said, hope you enjoy your trip away. How much of that can I mash up a name at all? Camilla, she said, perhaps you could design a cover minder to print with the leftover from printing trays, or maybe a mini tray. Cover minder, possibly. Mini tray, there wouldn't be enough. It's really not a lot that's left over. So I will have to see whether there is something small that we can do, or whether it's just not worth taking the time away from trays. Which, it could sway either way, to be honest. The printers are often very busy printing trays. At the minute, because I'm on the last roll of purple, it's often printing for orders that come in, rather than, you know, just so that I can ensure that before it disappears, people have got the size that they want. I went to tip out a couple of diamonds and tipped out far too many for the like 5 or 6 that I need. But yeah, it's really not a big amount of filament that's left when the trays are done, because the roll tends to do either one size tray or another. They tend to end up quite even by the time it's done, but we shall see. Right, let's tip out some 310. Jo, she says, thank you for another great waffle. And she hopes that I have a great weekend away, which I did, thank you. She said she was one of those people who was not sure about the beige tray, and she got only the orange. She said, but when she woke up, it was still available, so she made a second order for it. I really like the beige tray. I know it's not a bright colour. It's not a funky colour, but it is a nice colour to work with. I do enjoy working with it. But it was one of those colours that was sort of ordered as a, we're not sure how this is going to go or how popular this is going to be. But yeah, we wanted to try it. And I wanted one because I do like the beige tray. Deb said, oh, is that a beautiful new ring she sees? Congratulations on our anniversary. Thank you. Yes, it was. I currently don't have it on, only because I forgot to put it on this morning when I threw some clothes on. I have had it on the last few days, but it is one that I don't tend to wear at night. So there will occasionally, you will see times when I'm not wearing it. And it's more than likely I've either forgotten because I got dressed in a rush, which I did this morning because I'm not a morning person at all. I prefer to start work earlier because then I get to finish earlier, but I'm still not a morning person. So yeah, there will be times that you will see me without it on, but be assured I wear it often. And yeah, I'll have to make sure that it is on for filming tomorrow's. There goes Luna again. She'll be fed soon. I'm just looking at my clock. It's getting close to dinner time. Makes her very excitable. Jackie, she says, now you've got me thinking. Okay, what have we got you thinking? She said she might go through the outstanding Christmas decorations that she started last year but ran out of time to finish. Plus she's got lots of off the canvas items that need sealing, so they could be done too. There you go, Jackie. Do that as your June project, is your tidy up of unfinished projects, things that need doing, like sealing canvases, sealing off the canvas items, You can do them all together, or you can do them in a couple of batches when you fancy doing something diamond painting, but not necessarily diamond painting, because there are times you know that you don't want to sit there and dot, but you still want to do something around your hobby, and that can be a nice time. I know somebody else has had or is having an organised through their diamond painting supplies. That always feels good as well. I enjoy having a good sort out and a good straighten up, and just re-familiarise yourself with things that you have for the hobby, passing on things that you may know that you're never going to use. Maybe you've upgraded, treated yourself to something new. It's always good to pass on that other stuff so it can still get some use while it's got life left in it. And it clears space for you to put more diamond paintings, which is a double bonus. Or at least I think it is. Liz says she's had a week in Cornwall, which is southern UK. She said where she was unable to add comments to videos due to the Wi-Fi connection. But she's travelled today to the Forest of Dean, Gloucestershire, for the second week of their holiday, and she can post comments again. Welcome back, Liz. I hope you had an amazing time and are having/have had an amazing time. She says she's loving the June Waffle, and she loves how I've added AB or glow in the dark to the flowers and the space pictures. Yeah, it makes it a little bit different, doesn't it? I'm not sure whether to add glow in the dark to this one yet, because it is only that little bit there, which doesn't really outline anything at all. And I don't know whether any sparkle will make any difference either. So it might be that this one stays monotone. May just have to be the way it is. Okay, I'm having another drink of my coffee before I get N, which looks like we've got that all over the place. Okay, brew's finished. Stop playing that game while we're trying to do a whip and chat. At least I've got my little coffee warmer to keep it going. Lady Dax, she says the Ruth Rendell series, she says most of the series are included in the membership. Ooh, I might have to go on a hunt. She said they do have different narrators, and it does get a bit frustrating as the characters' accents keep changing. Okay, so maybe if there's some of those, maybe I need to spread them out rather than binge listen to them. She said she's hoping Will's back is better and that you had a good weekend away. Yes, thank you. He's feeling loads better. I think he's going back to work next week. So we shall see how that goes. But it's always good progress if you feel well enough to go back to work. Billy says they know the painting that I mentioned about giving to a friend to complete. Did they finish? Now, I can't remember whether I sent it to Debbie or to Melissa. The painting, I think it might have been Melissa. I'm not sure if she's finished it yet, but maybe she could drop a comment if she has. She says, and then I put the new canvas in the stash. Yeah, so Dreamers Designs actually sent me the full kit as a replacement. So I have the full kit in my stash. We'll see when the decision wheel picks for me to do that large painting again. But I'll be sure to let you all know what it's like when it actually does get done. Watch the decision wheel pick it in winter, because I'm sure that is a canvas that would be a lot easier to do in summer, because even though the symbols are better, they're not the best I've seen. There was a couple of symbols on the last one though that I could just not distinguish between at all. It was so hard to even have a hint as to which way they went. She said she's just completed a beautiful butterfly painting from them, and it's stunning, but they had to work on it during the day with natural light because of the symbols / canvas. Yeah, so it sounds like you had the same thing that I did. Though I had, I started it in winter, which really didn't help because by the time I'd finished work it was dark already. But even so, I really struggled between a couple of the green colours to see, and they sent me a PDF of the chart to help, and the PDF was actually different to my canvas, so it didn't end up helping at all. She said, have you completed the half paint by number and diamond painting? She says, lol, yes, I have been watching the unboxing videos. No, I know I haven't completed it. I actually can't remember if I decided to keep it or if I put it in the giveaway box. I can't remember which I decided to do. I have got some diamond paintings at the moment that need putting into my logbook and into my decision maker app, etc., that are currently on the side in my craft room, getting in my way to remind me to get things prepped for that video, because I really need to do it. I really need to make sure that my logbook is updated, you know, these paintings can go into it. I've still got some photographs to take of ones I've completed, but I actually can't remember if that one's in it. I kept moving between keeping it and doing it and not, and I can't remember what I decided. So I guess we'll find out if it ends up in my logbook in July, which I think the video will be the 2nd of July. I think the 1st of July is a Friday, so it's Fan Sales Friday. So I think I've put the logbook down as being the 2nd. I just need to, of course, make sure that I get things prepped for it and actually get that one done on the 2nd to go up. So keep your eyes peeled, and if it appears in my logbook, then I've decided to keep it, and if it doesn't, then I must have decided to pop it in a giveaway box, of which I have had a couple more of the winners get back to me. I did send a little chaser email and I have put a deadline on it. So I think there's one person outstanding. So anybody who entered, do check your spam boxes, etc. in your emails. But once they've got till the end of June to get back to me. And if not, we will just pick another person off the spreadsheet. And yeah, get that box of goodies out to them before we're ready for another lot. Because I'm sure we will be soon enough. Darcy says she's ordered her new larger light pad and also just ordered a large painting. Apparently I did it in some whip and waffles. They ordered it from AliExpress though, so they won't name it. But the other one was too expensive for them and they really wanted it. Oh, okay. Kasara says today it was 30 degrees Celsius for them, and tomorrow it's due to be 35. So this was last week. They said, but in the shop that they work, it's nice and not too warm. And when they get back home, they're going to do nothing else but diamond paint. I like it. Take it easy. You can't move around too much. You get too warm the more you move. So sitting and diamond painting and just moving your hand is the best thing you can do. Sue also says that I could use leftover filament to make cover minders. I'll have a look. Cover minders I feel like would be nicer made out of resin. I'm just not sure if I'm ready to get into the resin world. But that's just so that they can be different colours rather than one colour. Sally, she says, I hope you had a wonderful weekend away. And she says, what can I say other than Rebecca made me do it? I get to take the blame for something else again. Woohoo! She says, having watched all of my June event posts so far, and many more, she has jumped into diamond painting with both feet. Welcome. She said she's just ordered a rather larger than intended diamond dots from Hobbycraft. It's a wolf one. She says her daughter is wolf mad. She said, wish me luck, I may need it. I jumped in with both feet as well. I think I got a partial from Amazon because it was the quickest that I could get to me. And at the time, you actually couldn't get many full drill diamond paintings on Amazon. There wasn't many available when I first started. You could get a few, but they definitely didn't appeal to me. And I then ended up doing a 40 by 50 and I think a 50 or a 60 by 90 were my next two. But you know, just class it as two smaller ones and do half of it and then do the other half. It all adds up the same. It just takes a little bit longer. But that's always good because then you've always got more to be able to do. Just enjoy it. Faye, she says, oh, another small print idea that isn't just stoppers is a cover minder. She said she knows that I'd have to buy the magnets separately, but maybe a logo, the diamond logo as a cover minder could work. And then she also hopes that we had an amazing time at Centre Parks, which we did. Thank you. Yeah, cover minder seems to be a very popular one. I'll have to have a look and see whether we can come up with a design file that will work, especially as a single colour, rather than having multiple colours in it. But if not, maybe cover minders or a few cover minders is something that we will look at stocking in some way or another. I know Megan was keen to do some resin art at one point and have a go at that. But yeah, I think that's something that we need to invest a little bit more time in than we've got at the moment to be able to make sure that we, you know, can do it right. Melissa's also suggested cover minders. Fair Dust has said they have just bought Diamond Art Club's Crazy Cat Lady from Hannah Lynn. That's another very popular Hannah Lynn painting. That's got quite a bit of confetti and nice bright colours. I'm just allergic to cats, so it just doesn't appeal to me due to the fact that it's a cat lady. Yeah, I'm not drawn to cat pictures and cats because they make me sneeze, they make my eyes swell up, and it's not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight. She says she's anxious to work on it. She's never worked on a diamond art club before and the drills look amazing. Yeah, you will enjoy it. I can't see any reason that you will not enjoy it. The quality that you get from the likes of Diamond Art Club, Diamond Art Studio UK, Carrot Art, the type of quality that you get from those companies and their canvases, it is a treat. It is a real treat. And yes, they do cost more, but you're paying the artist and you're getting the quality. So I definitely think it's worth, if you can afford to treat yourself, then definitely treat yourself to some. Doesn't have to be all. I think mixing it up helps you to appreciate the good quality ones as well. If you mix it up with some that aren't as expensive, you can find some really good ones as well for a cheaper price, and they can still be great quality. So you can win both ways. Crystal said it's so funny how the weather that we get, or that I get, is just like hers where she lives. She says we have 4 seasons in one day. She said rain pops up out of nowhere and dumps it on us. She says your waffles are helping me get through all of the paint along and finish one stubborn painting. She says thank you so much from Ohio. Yeah, I think our weather seems to be very similar to you. However, we don't get as much snow, for which I am grateful. We get snow in the UK, but it really does widely depend on where you are. So the town that I live in is actually in sort of a valley, albeit a very big valley, but it's in a valley. So we hardly ever get snow. Yet some places higher up can get it quite often. But I still don't think it's anywhere near the scale that Canada can get snow. It's definitely not as deep. And for that, I am very grateful. Craft therapy with Amanda. She said she had 2 blank wheels on her decisions wheel. She had 2 blank days, and one of them hit today. So she crocheted while watching my video. No diamond painting today. I kind of like that idea. I like the idea of having a decision wheel that decides, especially if you do craft lots of different things. So if you enjoy lots of different crafts and can never decide which one to pick, I like the idea of a decision wheel picking for you. I just like to pass the buck because then I can be annoyed at the app if it picks the one that I don't want it to. But yeah, I like the idea of having it mixed in, so it either picks a section of your diamond painting or you have a couple where it just says, nah, take the day off, do something else, which you can either fit in another craft or something completely different. Bit of self-care or something. Susan, she says the Mars rover is really adorable. She says she can now really see the appeal of the small paintings. She really hopes that me and hubby have an amazing time. Don't stress out too much, she says, relax and have fun. Oh yeah, it was so relaxing. Crazy busy when I get back, but that's probably the to-do list that I put on myself quite often. I'm hoping that things will be easier next week once we've had our son's 21st get together. Yeah, which will definitely involve, you know, a straighten up of the house, as it always does when people are due round. I'm hoping that it won't leave too much mess in its wake, though it shouldn't, because we'll all be about to clean it up. And yeah, I'm hoping next week will be a bit more, breathe. We shall see. Sue Bailey says their 45th anniversary is in July. Well, happy anniversary for next month. You definitely deserve it. She says she loves the June Waffles and looks forward to the next one. And thanks for all that I do. You're welcome, and thank you for your well wishes for our getaway and anniversary. Jordan, she says she loves the ABs in them all. She said she just had a great laugh. She heard a dog barking, so she thought it was her dog. So she got up after him because he knows he's not allowed to bark in the house. Yeah, I'd love to be able to teach Luna not to bark in the house at the moment. She's getting louder and louder. He looked at me with those "it wasn't me, Mum" eyes. Turns out it was Luna in the background of the video. So she gave her dog a cookie because she felt so bad. I'm sorry to all those dogs out there that get in trouble for Luna. She has got very loud. She likes her bark a lot more. She now barks when she hears somebody coming in the house, if she can't see who it is quick enough. So if one of the kids comes in the house and she can't quite establish straight away that it is one of the kids, she barks. I don't know whether she's wanting them to say hello or to present themselves. Who knows? Tammy said she's ordered her kit of diamond paintings. She loves the space ones. Oh, there's some amazing choices to make. Just don't forget, if you do want to order any of the paint gem, do check out the description below. There is a discount code there for everybody to use. It's in the description of every single June Waffle video. Just to, just because you never know when you might need it. You never know when you'll give in to that temptation. Alyssa, she says, hello and thank you for all of your videos. She says she loves watching while she's doing anything diamond painting related. She said, in regards to the comment about the adhesive being torn off the canvas, see, I love this when we discuss a question and then people come back with other suggestions. It's one of my favourite bits. It might take a couple of days for me to get to it, but I do like the fact that there is, more conversation and ideas from everybody. She says she had a 60 by 80 double-sided adhesive canvas that had such bad rivers where it was folded that it would not go flat. So she pulled all the adhesive off, which you can do with the double-sided tape. Some of it's easier than others, but it can quite often be done. She used Aileen's Tack It over and over spread onto the canvas. She said she had to use 3 coats, but it worked really well. She says this was a painting that she bought to put up in the living room, so she wasn't willing to give up on it. And that's from Elisa from Las Vegas. I always find that you're more willing to do a painting even if the quality is not as good, when you have decided like where that painting's going, it's like, yeah, you just, if you know where it's going, you're more willing to put the extra effort in, even if it is frustrating. At least then you get that sense of achievement hung up in your living room. Marty said that they enjoyed the Space Rover painting and they can't wait to hear about the weather during the weekend away. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned, I know I did go through our weekend away, or, you know, mentioned that we did get to go and how much fun we had, but I'm not sure if I mentioned the weather. So the first day, or the first evening that we got there, we didn't get there until about 10 o'clock. But the weather was still really nice. I don't think they'd had as hot a day as us, but they must have definitely had a warm day. Because they do get the likes of snow and the colder weather because it's higher up than we are. And yeah, it was, you know, nice, what I'd call hot weather clothes, summer clothes, but then with maybe a cardigan thrown over. You know, put some sleeves on, but apart from that, you're good to go. And it was perfectly warm enough to be walking around like that. The next day, it was a bit cooler. And in the evening, it was more put a jacket on. And then the last day again, it was on the Sunday, it was warm again. So it was just nice. It wasn't hot, sun beating down hot. I'm not sure what the exact temperatures were, but they were definitely nearer the 20s and not near the 30s. So it was rather nice. It didn't rain. It actually didn't rain the whole time we were there, which was nice. Didn't make us, you know, have to think twice about whether we wanted to go somewhere or not. And yeah, it was just lovely walking through the forest from place to place. Really enjoyable. Okay, letter L is done. Just need to pick up a couple of diamonds that when I tipped them in, it decided to hit my dryer sheet and fall out. But hey, these things happen. So we've got some 762 now, which doesn't look very 762-y actually. Looks more the creamy than the grey. But maybe, is that what it looks like on the website? It does a little bit, not too much though. Nancy, she says, I'll start that one again while the memory card interrupted. So Nancy says, she says, first thing, your new ring is beautiful. Look at me getting all these comments on my ring and I'm not wearing it today. For today's ones. That's what you get when I rushed to get ready this morning. But it'll be back tomorrow. She said ironing is not her favourite thing to do either. I agree. And she said her childhood animal was an elephant. And it still is an elephant. I like it. Have you done the elephant that is spraying out fine mist in different colours? The diamond painting with it? I do like that diamond painting. I think I'm pretty sure I've ordered one. I'm not sure if it's one that I ended up doing. But I know that's quite a popular diamond painting that's an elephant. She says she hopes that Will's back continues to get better. She said her husband has put his back out a bit as well recently. He's getting around okay, but it's tender. She said she did get to thinking about Billy's comment on working on unfinished projects for June. She would have said that she doesn't have any to work on. as she works on 2, sometimes 3, until they're done, and then she kits up the next, which, to be fair, is often what I do. I work on a couple until I kit up the next. She said, that being said, she realised that she has been struggling with her larger current project, but she told herself that she would get the reward of working on her mini kits when she finished that one, at the same time as the June Waffle. She's been plugging away at it and has made some good progress. She says, so I guess you could say that she's working on an unfinished project for June. She says, see you later today for the June 18th waffle. So she must have watched the waffle on the 17th a bit later. Yeah, especially if you've got a hard project, a project that you are struggling with, I do think it's best to either have a reward at the end of it or a reward when you've done a certain amount of it, and to mix it up with other stuff, but to make it your mini challenge for the day, just to stop it being absolutely awful. Otherwise it can be really, really tedious. Okay, so I've got a few whites, and let's read out this comment from the cat lady, which does also have a few comments on the comments. So we'll see which ones of those are relevant. But the cat lady says she started diamond painting a year last October. And so far she's used her spare diamonds to help another Facebook member out. She's embellished a few diamond paintings, and she's also decorated some nameplates as gifts for her great nieces and nephews. And she's now collecting drills for a Heaven and Earth design project that needs 84 colours. So there you go, there is a few ideas for spare drills. Renee said, thank you for the input. She was trying to figure out if it was worth storing them, as she's just started diamond painting at the beginning of June and she's now addicted. She said, hubby may walk out if I collect too much stuff. And then she put, not really, he spoils me. Cat lady has responded and said it's a really good thing to do for relaxing and unwinding. Her hubby has his own hobbies and wouldn't think of stopping me from having mine. She said, hope yours understands it doesn't take up much space, just time, so use the time wisely. Remind him that the whip and waffles are only twice a year. Then Rebecca will do it once or twice a week at most. She says slow down as well, due to the amount that she's done. She said it's not healthy to sit for a long time and diamond paint or do anything else. And Renee has confirmed that he is good. He's a good man. He understands, and that she looks out with him. She's been down and out due to a couple of surgeries, so she's recovering. Plus she has OCD, so it helps mitigate some of her more destructive tendencies with it. It's amazing how many illnesses or conditions that diamond painting can help. It can just give you that focus on something else. That it's repetitious in the fact of placing diamonds, but it's not boring, or at least I don't think it is. And I'm guessing you guys don't, because that's why you're here. It's amazing how therapeutic it can definitely be. But there we go. I have finished the foot in the moon. I didn't go for ABs or anything because these lighting up is not going to show anything. If it actually did it all the way round, I might have done. but it doesn't, so I think I'm best saving my glow in the dark for something that it will be more worthy for. But yeah, that is another day done. So thank you so much for joining me yet again, and I will see you tomorrow for the 25th, which is what? I'm trying to work out if it actually ends up being 5 or 6 more that we need to do. It's 6 more that we need to do. Tomorrow we will get close to the final countdown. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow.